guys, welcome to my channel today. How are you? So we decided that we were going to have a little girl sleepover, and so of course, me being me, I wanted to play makeup. So we came up with this look for prom this year for any of you girls who are interested, and we decided to go with a pink and purpley kind of look because that seems to be the style of 2016, and we hit her up with a beautiful glow on her cheeks using ColourPop Spoon because highlighting is the total in thing to do this year. So if you guys are looking for some prom looks for this spring season, then please keep watching.
Okay, so the very first step that we're going to do for Bianca's prom look is we are going to prime her face, and the primer that I'm using today is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Hydrating Primer. It is very important to prime your face whenever you're doing your makeup, but especially when you have an important event like prom, where you're going to be taking pictures all day and all night, and then you're going to be partying the night away. So it's really important to set your makeup so that it lasts all night. And then the next step is we are applying foundation, and the foundation that I chose for her was the MAC Studio Fix Fluid with the color NW10. This foundation provides great coverage. It is a medium foundation that you can build to a full coverage, and it lasts for many hours, so she won't have to worry about it smudging. And we're just blending that in with a wet blender, and I'm just bouncing it all across her face, especially in her neck area. And then the next step is we are priming her eyelids with Benefit's Air Patrol BB Cream for Eyelid Primer. It's very important to do this so that your shadows are very pigmented for something like prom or a dramatic look, and that it will last throughout the night. Okay, and then we're going to conceal Bianca's face, and the concealer that I chose for her was the MAC Mineralized Concealer in the color NW15. This is one of my favorite concealers. I just love the formula for this. It's so smooth and it goes on so easy. It's one of the best applicators I've ever had on a concealer. And we're going to put that all below her under eyes just to give her an awaked look and make those spots a little more brighter. And we're going to apply it down the middle of her nose and through the forehead, and also on the sides of the nose and the chin. And we want to just conceal those little blemishes that you may have, and you just want to use a lighter colored concealer than you would for your foundation. That way it gives you that brightened look, that fresh look. And then we're just going to take a wet blender and we're going to blend that into those areas. Okay, and then the next step, we are going to set the concealer in the face, and today I chose to use the NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder, the loose setting powder in translucent. And the reason why I chose this one was because it doesn't have any color to it at all. And the very nice thing about this light reflecting powder from NARS is that it has no flashback. So for an important event like prom or something that you're taking a lot of photos for, especially if there's going to be flashes, you want to use a powder so that when they're taking the photos, your face doesn't show up white and it's not reflecting those flashes or the sunlight. So we're just putting that on with a wet blender again, and we're just applying that to the whole entire face, especially getting those parts that have the concealer so that they don't crease on Bianca. next step, I am just bringing a little more color to her face by adding a Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the color Light Bronzer, just to give her a more glowing look and to bring a little more of that tanned, healthy look to her skin. And then I'm using the butter bronzer to do a light contour. Keep in mind that although it is prom, these are 16 and 17-year-olds, so they don't need that dramatic contour like Kim Kardashian would have. So we're just doing a light contour on the sides of her face and down the sides of her nose. Okay, and then I'm going in with a blush, and I'm using MAC's Love Cloud, which is a satin powder blush. And the reason why I chose this was so that it was something that gave her a little bit of pink, a little bit of a flush to her cheeks, but it wasn't very dramatic from having a glitter or a luminous look to it. It's a matte powdered blush, so it's something that will give her a little color without being too dramatic. And then I'm highlighting her face with the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the color Spoon, and that is a champagne rose highlighter. So I'm just showing you, look at that glow. That's beautiful. The glow is what it's all about this year for the 2016 prom. Okay, and now I'm doing Bianca's eyebrows. I didn't want to go with a very dramatic look. I just wanted to do something natural, so I used the L'Oreal Paris Brow Stylist Plumper, the Brow Gel Mascara in the color medium to dark. So we're just going through and using her natural brows that already have shape to them to make them stand out a little more without being a super dramatic angled brow. Okay, and now we're on to the eyes. So the palette that I chose to use was the MAC Eyeshadow 15 Cool Neutral palette. And I'm just using a basic white matte right now to apply a coat over the primer before I actually start with the colors. So I'm just using a matte vanilla shade. And then the next color, I'm going in with a blending brush. I'm using a medium purple shade, and it has a satin finish to it. It has a little bit of luster to it, nothing too dramatic. So we're just taking that along the crease with a big blending brush just to give it some color. And you want to make sure that you just blend everything in. The trick to always doing a smoky eye or any dramatic look is all about blending. You don't want edge to edge on color. Okay, and then the next color that I'm going in with is the darker color in that purple row of the Cool Neutral palette, and it is a matte finish, and I'm just taking that along the outer V of her eyes, and then I'm dragging it in towards the crease color just to blend it all in and to give it a little more of a dramatic effect. So we're going to apply that to the outer V, and then you're going to bring it in. Okay, and then the next color that we're going to go with is also in that purple row, and it is kind of a champagne peach color, and it is a pearlized shadow. And so we're just putting that all over the actual lid, and we're going to blend it into that purple. And then I'm just taking that blending brush and going back in to make sure that all the colors are blended out. Okay, and then using a paddle eyeshadow brush, we're going in with that same row. There's a very, very light pink matte, and I'm just using that as a brow bone highlight. And we're going to drag it underneath the brow and bring it into the end of the eye. And then once again, I'm taking that blending brush and just blending it all in so that it all blends together. There's no edges. And then we're going to take that crease color that we used, the purple, and we're going to drag that along the bottom of the eyes, just smoke it out a little bit and give it more of a dramatic look. You can tell that it's been a long time since I've done somebody else's makeup other than my own. And then in that same palette, I'm taking a very glittery silver and I'm going right into the tear duct and kind of blending it towards the top of that purple and down into the tear duct. And this just opens the eyes and creates a more dramatic effect. And then I'm just brushing off that extra eyeshadow that I got all over her highlight so that we don't ruin that beautiful highlight. Okay, and then I'm taking Physicians Formula's Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum, and I'm taking it in the color Ultra Black. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that this is one of my very favorite eyeliners to use. It does have a brush tip instead of a felt, so it makes winged liner especially easy if you know what you're doing. And the color payoff with this eyeliner is just absolutely amazing. It could stay on for 12 hours, and it's even sometimes hard to get off with a makeup remover. So I just love to use this one anytime I'm doing a winged liner or dramatic effect. Alrighty, now on to mascara. So the mascara that I'm using on her, of course, is my absolute favorite mascara, and that's the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I just love this one because it gives you such a voluminous look, and it makes it look so dramatic without having to put on false lashes. So we're doing the bottom lashes and the top lashes, and I'm being very careful not to poke her eyeball out. So that's why I'm going super slow. You can already tell just from the one eye to the other how dramatic that looks with that mascara. I just absolutely love that mascara. just going to do one more coat for good measure, just to make sure that it all looks even and very dramatic and fanned out. Smile for the camera. Okay, and then the lip color that I chose to use today was a nude stick that I did receive in one of my Ipsy bags. It was kind of a last minute choice, but I'm so glad that I used it because it was such a beautiful color. And it has a glossy finish to it. So I'm just making sure that I get the whole entire lip with that look. And it is the Nude Sticks Lip and Cheek Pencil in the color Mystic. And it's just an absolute beautiful, like, nude mauve color. I say that all the time, don't I? Nude mauve. And then I use the vintage lip gloss on her that I also received in my Ipsy bag, and it is just a very beautiful sparkly pink. And this is the finished look. All ready to go to prom, all grown up. So we decided to go with a very dramatic eye. Look at that glow, girl. All the girls are gonna be jealous of you. Your boyfriend's not gonna know what hit him.
What do you think, guys? Did you like Bianca's look? I just want to say a special thanks to Bianca for sitting here and being my first model ever on my YouTube channel. I appreciate it so much. Had so much fun doing it. It's been such a long time since I've gotten to have fun and do other people's makeup. If you have any comments or questions about this look that we did for prom of 2016, please leave them in the comments section below. Otherwise, if you love this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.